So hello everybody and welcome back. Today we're taking a look at this Bell UH-1 Huey Hog from Revell in 1/48 scale. This will be my second Huey. I really like this aircraft. They still use them in the Army. Well, when I was in the Army, that was 20 years ago, they still used them to shuttle commanders around and stuff like that. It was like their personal aircraft. They're so cool. They use the bigger version of it though. So here you can see our very recognizable Revell instruction sheet. You have information on the aircraft here. More information on how to build stuff. Here's our paint chart and our parts map. I'm not seeing numbers by these parts, but it looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, this is a clear one. So 1 clear and 5 sprues of dark green plastic. So we see here on number 1, we're starting with the troop compartment. We have the troop seats here. We have the floor here. And I think this is the roof. No, this is the cockpit floor. Instrument panel. Then number 2, we're working on the cockpit. We have the pedals, lever here, the control sticks, lever on the other side. It's a pitch lever, I think, right? It's for the pitch. So number 3, we have the bottom of the cockpit. We're putting the seats in the back here and this bulkhead in. Number 4, we put the control panel and the seats in. Number 5, we have the parts here for the rotor, the engine and the rotor. And then they go, number 6, they go onto the back of the cockpit here. So number 7, we're putting the front windows in here, along with this whole sub-assembly that we made with the cockpit and the engine. Putting that in. Number 8, we have a couple of figures to build and paint. Number 9, we put the figures in. Number 10, we have the tail skid and the pin for the rotor in the back. No glue, it says. So number 11, we put the window on the other side and put the fuselage together. Number 12, we have the roof panel. Putting the windows in. Number 13, we have the nose. Number 14, we put the roof pin on the nose on. Number 15, we're putting the glass into the troop window in the back there. So number 16, we put the doors on. We put the windows into the bottom here, and the windscreen into the front. These are the 2 for 15. Then we build 2 more for the other side. Number 19, we have the skids and the wheels. Number 20, we have the exhaust here, and the horizontal stabilizers, and the handles that go here in the back. So 21, we're putting these pieces on, the supports for the skids. 22, we're putting the skids on. 23, we're building a rocket pod. We build the rocket pod, then we put these guns onto the rocket pod. Same thing for the other side. So we're building 2 here. In 26, we're putting that pre-assembly onto the fuselage. Number 27, we have a belt gun that goes to it. Number 28, we have the gun for the nose here. Number 29, we're building the rotors together. 30, we put the tail rotor on. 31, we put the main rotor on, plus the antennas and pivot tubes and handles here on top. And then it looks like we're finished because we have our painting now. We have, let's see. So we have 2 versions we can build. This is a Bell UH-1E from the U.S. Marine Corps, 1965. And this is Bell UH-1C from the Viking Armed Platoon, 121st Assault Helicopter Company, 13 Combat Aviation Battalion. And this is South Vietnam, 1967. I will probably be doing this one. So here's our decal sheet. We can see it's nice, colorful decal sheet. The ones on this side are for the Marine version, and here the smaller ones are for the Army version, and these on the bottom are for both. We see there's also for the cockpit panels decals. You can see common decals, U.S. Army, U.S. Marines. If I was doing the Marine version, I'd paint that onto the wings, though. But don't need it. They look good. The colors are nice. And I hope they hold up. Like Revell decals usually are pretty decent. I've had some other ones that weren't good at all. Peel off after a couple years. These are better. So our first sprue we're going to look at is the sprue with the fuselage. It only has a few parts on it. It's the nose and the fuselage mainly. And a couple smaller parts. The fuselage looks nicely detailed. Nice rivets and everything. Panel lines. Interior, not much to see there. It's really undetailed on the inside. At least exterior wise it looks good. So the next tree we'll look at has our skids, our engines, the top, the cockpit, and some other smaller parts there. The tail rotor. Tail rotor looks pretty good. These are the inside pieces for the nose there. The cockpit has some nice texture to it, but it looks like it might be missing quite a bit. Here the top piece looks good too. I think the engines look pretty detailed. Of course the engines you're not going to really see. You might see the cockpit though, which has less detail. Kind of a dumb thing. Also the skids here. So here's the next sprue. This has our back part of the cockpit seats. Has all the main rotors and the horizontal stabilizers, the crew figures, seats and stuff. So I think the rotors look pretty good. And that looks good too. There's seat belts molded into the seats. The crew figures look pretty decent. There's also seat belts here onto this back part here. The pitch levers look good. The rotor mass looks pretty decent. There's some flash around. The doors are good too. So here's the last green sprue we got. This has our attachments for the skids. Has our gun belts, our rocket pods, the part for the nose gun. You can see on the machine guns here, it has this tab that goes between the barrels, which is really dumb. I hate that. It makes it hard to get it cleaned up. I think the parts look pretty decent, but there's some flash around. The gun belts could be better. I mean, the ammunition belts could be better. So our last sprue here is the clear sprue. See the windshield looks pretty decent. They're not too thick, I don't think. They're nice and clear. I don't see really any problems with them, except for they go on from the inside, which is going to make painting a little bit difficult. Going to have to put some masking tape on the outside of the glass before you put it in, so then you paint it and then you can take the masking tape off. The kit's not all that great. It looks like it'll still build into a decent kit, but there's a lot missing on the interior, a lot of flash, and some parts like the machine guns and the gun belts could be a lot better. but I think it'll still build up okay. So thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. I hope everybody has a great week, and join me next time when we'll take a look at this F-16C Fighting Falcon from the Thunderbirds. It's from in 1/48 scale from Academy Minicraft. Knowing Academy Minicraft, I'm not expecting too much out of this kit. Just like the P-38J Lightning I have. Yeah. Still working on that after 5 years because it fits together so crappy. Until then, bye.